This is gonna be a little different. Normally I set you guys down, but I'm just gonna hold you because this isn't a regular video. So maybe like a day ago, maybe yesterday, or I saw the thing yesterday. Someone commented, I forget the name, but someone commented on the, oh man, I forget what video, but point is, someone commented asking me to do a Scream tutorial and to please focus on warm-ups. So in this video, I am going to, one, show you every possible Scream that I can do, although I just got home from work, so I'm not all that warmed up, but you know, it's whatever. Two, explain how I do it. Three, go over a warm-up. And four, kind of just explain how I got from not being able to scream to being able to scream. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long. So demonstration time. Okay. After all that, so I went from low to like a low mid to a mid to a yell to a high to a tunnel throat high. So the way I started screaming was I started using I started just screaming. I did it using my throat, which a lot of people know you're not supposed to do. But I was in high school, really wanted to learn, so I started doing it, and I was just fucking up my voice, but it sounded like I was actually doing it, so I kept doing it until I looked up tutorials on wow, I was gonna say Facebook, on YouTube. I looked through countless YouTube videos where people tell me to kind of exhale like and that just it wouldn't work for me. I couldn't like I would sit there just and like, well, now I can, you know, do it, but back then I'd get frustrated. So it all changed when I learned, I came upon this video of the least likely source, fucking Javon Monroe from Blood on the Dance Floor. He has a screaming tutorial on YouTube where he pretty much explains fry screaming. And so the way he explains it is you do that grudge noise, where it's just like, and you push more air out using strictly your diaphragm, no chest, just use your diaphragm. And it goes from to it sounds kind of weird now because something's changed. So I had found a scream technique that worked for me because I could do it relatively consistently, but I lacked projection and pretty much just, it sounded like shit. I sounded like a fucking dying weasel, but I kept at it. And my practice was pretty much all the covers anyone has seen on my channel. If you go back far enough, you'll see I was like, how I pretty much sounded maybe 2 years ago to now. And something's definitely changed. What exactly? I'm not sure. I think somewhere along, like in the past year or so, I've gone from doing fry screams to something between fry and false chord that does not hurt. I saw a 10-second song explain how it feels for him when he screams, and I kind of related a little bit because a lot of people don't really know how to explain what it feels like, but he said that it feels like bubbling almost at the top of your throat. And that's kind of what it feels like to me. It's not like it's not being irritated. That looks weird. It's not being irritated. It's not like a huge, you know, just, it's not a, no, it's a it's a bubbling. So instead of sounding like I sound like there's something different there. So um, my best advice would be to either learn how to fry scream or no. No, my advice, because I didn't have a problem with projection because I had taken theater classes in high school, and in theater you learn to project because you don't get microphones. You have to make sure your voice reaches everyone in the audience and you're not yelling your ass off. So this would be me talking in a normal. Inside voice, and without yelling, I can raise my volume a little bit so you can hear me a little louder, but I'm not really yelling at you. And this is projecting a little more. I'm not yelling though. You see the difference? I'm not going, hey, oh my God, look at. No, I'm steadily rising my volume. Raising, whatever. And so that really helped me early on. So I would suggest working on projection first, then kind of finding your distortion in a safe place in your throat, pause, and then focus on finding your sound, because no matter what you do, you're not going to sound you're going to sound like yourself, but everyone's scream sounds different. Case in point, look at Paradoxical covers, and then look at me. A lot of you love his scream. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna be like, "Hey Paradox, give us a scream tutorial." He won't be able to. Why? Because when I ask him how he does it, you know what he tells me? I don't know, man. I just do it. Randy is just unnatural. He's blessed or cursed, depending on your religious belief. Either way, he's a natural at it, and that's why once we eventually get a project started up, I'm going to be the clean vocalist. He's going to be the clean vocalist. Anyway, yeah. So my advice would be work on projection, then work on distortion, whether it's finding the or either way. That's my advice on it. So yeah, and I can sort of to end it on here. I don't know if I've really said much. Oh, I can talk about kind of how tongue manipulation and all that. You use your tongue and mouth placement to make it sound better. So if you were to do a regular low, it'd be, but then I move my tongue up to the roof of my mouth, and it turns into a guttural. So I go from to, and that's me curving it to my tongue's doing this against the roof of my mouth. But if I just put it at the top, behind my front teeth, it should sound like. And if I just hold it up instead of having it touch the roof of my mouth, it's just. Same with high screams. One thing I will tell y'all is screaming unintentionally helped me learn how to do clean vocals. I wasn't shit as a singer before I learned to scream. I took one vocal class in high school, and it taught me how to sing using, I don't know if it's head voice or I utilizing my soft palate. I was able to shift my voice from chest to there's a difference because you see the way my nostrils flared. It's and so if I do that with a scream, not using my soft palate, then using my soft palate, you see there's a difference. That really helps out with high screams, especially during if I'm doing a deathcore cover and I want to do a witch tunnel throat. I'll go all nasally with it. I'll channel it through my soft palate, and I'll sound like, and then tongue manipulation. So yeah, it's great at parties and Halloween, but I'm rambling. If you have any questions, just comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer it to the best of my ability. But last but not least, wow, I really should have scripted this. Anyway, warm-ups. Sometimes I don't warm up, and that's really bad. Don't do that. I just, sometimes I'm like, I want to do a cover, and then I do it. That's why some of my covers, and a good majority of them, are kind of ass. It's because I don't warm up every single time, which is a big no-no. I suggest you warm up every time you're gonna do vocals. A good warm up for me is sing, but like don't go too hard. Like like uh, if you're singing 3 Days Grace, don't straight up like belt it out like I hate everything about you. No, no, no. I would rather sing it like I hate everything about you. Like I would very softly sing it, just so my voice can get used to being used. Another good warm up for me is the whole a couple minutes of that, and your voice will start feeling it. And sometimes I just talk. I'll go about my day talking to my family, talking to friends over the phone. And if I do a good bit of talking, not a lot of talking, because if I talk too much, my fucking voice, my throat's gonna start hurting and stuff. But if I talk to people throughout the day, like I'm doing now, uh, my screams will end up sounding pretty good. So I'm just like, that's a pretty good warm up for me. I just talk, and so those are a couple warm ups that I use. Uh, if I'm specifically warming up my vocals for like deathcore or like just screams, I'll go. I'll go kind of low to mid to low to mid, and then like, yeah, you get the point. Uh, I really enjoy kind of pushing the limits of my voice. I don't know if you guys noticed. Wow, that's my phone. Um, I like doing weird stuff like and I don't know if anyone remembers the low that Fair to Midland Daryl Sutterth had. The well, take again, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So last piece of advice is just experiment. See what you can do with your voice, because yeah, it's cool to sound like every other. Like it's cool to have your basic deathcore sound, but unless you can stand out, it's not really gonna do much for you. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. You can end up becoming one of the greats, like Alex Terrible and Dickie Allen. But uh, I digress. That's my video on that, and hope to see you guys later. I hope I bust out a cover in like maybe a day or two. I recorded two yesterday, but I didn't like the way they turned out. So hopefully I'll make a couple and get back on shit. But other than that, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.